Personnel from the Door County Sheriff's Office, Door County Emergency Services, and local fire departments joined the search. Around 6:23 a.m., an unmanned 18-foot Gulf Coast sailboat was located in the waters off of Chambers Island. It is believed that a 32-year-old male was on the vessel along with a 5-year-old and 3-year-old child. At 11:21 this morning, the bodies of 2 young children were recovered in the water about 1 mile south of where the boat was located. Their names are not being released at this time, pending positive identification and notification of next of kin. Land, sea, and air searches continue as we speak, and more information will be released via press release as soon as it becomes available.
Were the children wearing life vests?
That's all the information I'm going to release right now. So like I said,
You're still actively searching for the 32-year-old man.
yeah, we have active searches. We have air assets, water assets, and ground searches.
Do we believe if there was any foul play with this?
The investigation's ongoing, so it would be premature for me to mention anything about that.
Do you know what the weather was like at the time that they were reported to have sailed back to their original destination?
We have a pretty large window of when they were on the waters from the time that we believe they left the Oconto Harbor and when we recovered the boat this morning, so the weather changed quite a bit in that time frame.
Are there any tools that you guys are using for any type of tracking, whether it be on the boat or if the 32-year-old man had a phone, or it seemed like on his social media he liked to use different tracking apps with his boat?
Those are things that we would follow up on.
There was no distress call or anything from the boat at any time that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Chief Deputy, are you anticipating that there's any hope of finding the 32-year-old male alive?
I mean, it's always a possibility, given that the water, I was on a charter this morning, the water temperature in Kewaunee was 72 degrees on the surface, so, I mean, the water is relatively warm, and we do have warm weather right now. So we're still in that time frame where somebody could still be located alive in the water.
Where do you go from here? I mean, I know you have this area still cordoned off. Is this, you keeping your command post here? What's the plan for the rest of the day?
We're already planning searches to continue into the evening, and we're already planning for searches to continue for the remainder of the week.
Obviously, you just said, you hope it's possible that he could be found alive, but is this essentially a recovery at this point?
I think it's still a search. So I don't want to give anybody false hope, but at the same time, it is still a possibility.
You said that you aren't releasing the names of the children until family have been identified. Have you been in contact with family members or other relatives, loved ones?
I was briefed by the medical examiner's office, so that's all I'm going to say about the 2 bodies that we recovered.
You confirm that the 2 children that were on the boat are, in fact, his children. There are social media reports that he went out with.
That's all the information I'm going to release about the children from my discussion with the medical examiner.
Anything else you think is important? Are you asking just civilians and boaters to keep an eye out for things?
Well, obviously, it's one of our busiest times of year, so there are a lot of people out on the waters enjoying the recreational waters of Door County. So yeah, if somebody does see something, please call us. We want to follow up on any lead.
Was it Sheriff's Office Coast Guard that found the boat, or was it regular citizens, boaters that were out?
It was part of the search group. Emergency personnel found it. I'm not sure, and I don't want to give credit to the wrong agency.
It was found on the water or from the air, do you know?
I don't have that information right now.
And what about the children, the 2 bodies that were?
Again, I believe it was emergency personnel that located them, but I don't know which agency.
When you say that you hope people who are out on the water can call in if they see something, what should people be looking for?
Well, like I said, articles of clothing, a flotation device. Obviously, if they find a person in distress, please call 911. We do have a lot of assets out there right now, so our response time is going to be pretty good if somebody does find something. We good?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Chief Deputy. Thank you so much.